nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Couldn't find room for the big play, and we stopped that for a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout. The blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to it. Crosses the 35. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's got him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Being chased. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give to Caden Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. The option look. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He gets a hand on it. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal block because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job. Great nose for the 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Reed. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's Reed to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. There's the pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Can't hang on, he muffs it. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Blue 22, blue 22. The give to Caden Durham. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. so frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The give to Caden Durham. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to Caden Durham. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to punch it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this? And he's in! Touchdown!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Reed makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Running inside. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got his man. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Reed. Fires quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
Boston College sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caden Durham again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Levin. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Finally corralled but not before. He picks up the first down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like, back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Wilson. Maybe some room here. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Here's Reed to throw. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy in the ground.
Here's a little room there. The 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got room on the return.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. From the red zone, it's Owens. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
To the air, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Trying to run, it's Durham. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in fortunate, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close,
makes a catch.
and they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He fires one deep over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams.